Is your mind overwhelmed with all the rules that you learn? All the rules that are thrown at you every single day when you're watching social media? Don't eat this, don't do this, only exercise if you do this. What if all of these rules are causing you more grief? What if you need to go back to the basics and eliminate all the rules and decide what rules work for you? You know, if a person needs to exercise and they need to change their mind because physiology trumps emotion, and they get caught up in all of the rules that are associated with exercise, then it doesn't take them long to stop utilizing the exercise when they really just need to begin with 1 minute. You see, even if you just exercise for 1 minute, it will change your mood. And that's what I mean when I say physiology trumps emotion. So what you do with your body will change your mind. It changes the chemical process in your mind. So one of the biggest things people say is that they'll come to me and be like, I just can't do the exercise. Like I can't reach the target heart rate. Or they say I have to do it every day for X amount of minutes in order to be successful. But the thing is that's not true. The truth is how could you move more today? How could you move right now to change your mindset? If what you're doing isn't working and all those rules are holding you back, then how can you make it simpler? You can begin 1 minute at a time. So if you think about what if you set 8 timers? 8 timers, that's it. And every time a timer went off, this could be through your workday, a timer went off, you would get up and do 1 minute of physical activity. You could dance crazy. You could do some squats. You could march on the spot. But each thing you were doing just only takes 1 minute. At the end of that day, you would have 8 minutes of purposeful exercise. Not to mention, your mind will be clearer, you'd be more productive, and you'd actually feel like you accomplished something while you were in your workday. Everybody needs these mental breaks. What if your exercise began as small as 1 minute a day? Now, some other ideas that people have really resonated with in order to begin to bring fitness into their life is that they use things like apps. There's an app for a 7-minute workout. There's many 7-minute workouts. What if you designed several 7-minute workouts for yourself? You could do them anytime, anywhere. I've had people doing them in the grocery store, waiting to purchase their groceries. They could do them while they were, making coffee in the morning. I had one lady who did her wall push-ups in the shower. Now, you might want to make sure that you're not going to slip. But if you began to incorporate these minutes of purposeful exercise in your day, then you could accumulate more and more minutes. Now, eventually, you might be 20 minutes straight, but you have to begin somewhere and eliminate all those rules. Start small and add and build. And once you begin to notice that your mind is clearer, you have more energy, and you're functioning at a whole new level, your desire will increase. But I bet if you eliminated all the rules that you think you have to do and just start small and begin to notice the small wins, you would feel like your exercise becomes part of your day. Have fun with it. What would you like to do? Be a kid. Be like that little kid who's jumping and playing. They don't think of it as exercise. It's just something that they're doing and they enjoy it. What would you like to do to physically move your body? And as a benefit, clear your mind.
Goes on to the next thing that I know is super important for people taking action. And it's a fancy phrase called physiology trumps emotion, which is just fancy language for moving your body changes the chemicals in your brain, which makes you feel different. So If you need to get yourself out of your head and realize for a minute, you have no answers in here. I know that's a shock, but everything that you've ever learned came from out here. The answers are not within you. There's pee, there's poop, there's blood. The answers are out here. Somebody had to teach you to learn to walk. Somebody had to teach you to tie your shoes. All answers come from out to in. Make sense? So physiology trumps emotion. What we just did, we got you guys all standing up. You were moving your body. You couldn't help but smile, even just from the simple fact that it was just silly and fun, right? So I invite you to discover something new about physical fitness or exercise. By a show of hands, who brushed their teeth this morning? Good. And who had a shower? Right. That's hygiene, yes? Right? So this is a fact. Exercise is hygiene. And if you just thought of it that way, you wouldn't even think about if you were going to do it. It's just when are you going to do it. Nobody second guesses when they're going to brush their teeth. Nobody. They might delay having a shower for a day, but eventually you're going to have a shower. So it's okay if you do miss a day. Life does get in the way. But you can and know that you're going to do it soon. It is just hygiene. And when you don't know what to do with your life, when you're stuck in here, the best thing you could do was go have some hygiene and move your body. I highly recommend dancing naked. You know, it's highly motivational, you know. Going for a walk, of course. Some people like going to the gym. I don't like sweating, so it's taken me a lot of years to be able to be like, oh. I want you to understand that exercise has to be either a form of relaxation or a form of entertainment. And if you do it with that mindset that you're getting the relaxation or you're getting the entertainment, and it's like brushing your teeth, then it just becomes so easy. So, everybody's going to go brush their teeth, have a shower, and move their body today, right? All right. So, decision fatigue. Keep your life as simple as possible. We're all making decisions, about a bazillion decisions every single day. If you are always having to make all these decisions, it makes making the big decisions hard. It's a compound effect. So a trick that can help you take action on your goals is if you simplify your life. Imagine not having to choose what you're having for breakfast. Imagine not having to choose what you're having for lunch. If you only had to figure out what you were having for supper, that just cut down how many decisions. So you could have like 3 things that you know, for 3 weeks you eat this food for breakfast. For 3 weeks you eat, you know, if you just make it so simple that you don't have to decide every single day on every single little thing. And the biggest thing that we can do is pre-plan our clothes, right? I know one gentleman, he like literally every day there's a different suit. He doesn't have to think, he just gets up and he puts it on. Make your life easier and eliminate the amount of decisions that you have to make. So the 2 last things. If all of this stuff seems daunting, the best thing that you could do for yourself is to get somebody to help you be accountable. Whether that's a mentor, or that's a coach, somebody higher up in the business, but being accountable to something outside of yourself is super important for people to succeed. You cannot read the label from inside the bottle. make sure that the person that you are asking for mentorship from is actually helping you level to ante-up to where you want to be next. And with that, then you also need to eliminate something called shame and guilt. Scott McFall says, there's no place for shame and guilt in adulthood. No place for it. So you have to focus forward through something called visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, fancy words for sight, sound, and touch. We plan our future by seeing it, hearing it, and feeling it. And if you cannot do that, you will not create your future. This is more than just positive suggestions or affirmations. It's more than just picturing it on a vision board. It's like a movie in your mind. So the last thing I'm going to do is teach you a trick, an NLP trick, that helped me quadruple my income. So everybody stand up. Might not be your favorite phrase, but this is called the Superman or Superwoman pose. Stand with your feet shoulders width apart. Put your hands on your hips, shoulders back, head slightly up. Don't look at me. Raise your eyes another 15 to 20 degrees. And we're going to say this statement 10 times. So, I feel calm and strong. I see myself taking action on my dreams. Put a ridiculous smile on your face. Actually see your cape floating out behind you. Actually imagine you're a superwoman or superman, and actually say that 9 more times with me. I feel calm and strong. I see myself taking action on my dreams. Keep going. I feel calm and strong. I see myself taking action on my dreams. I feel calm and strong. I see myself taking action on my dreams. I feel calm and strong. I see myself taking action on my dreams.